Hey guys, this is Shuffle Stuffing Incorporated, and honestly, I've been thinking about the past weekend, about the WCQs and their tops. 43 out of 64 tops with pure Zoo alone, and many other variants along with it, like True Draco Zoo, Kaiju Zoo. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty insane. It's pretty dang nuts. And 31 out of 32 spots included Zoo in their deck, and all 8 tops were pure Zoo. So, True Dracos, they are completely blown out of the water by pure Zoo. Pure Zoo is just an insane deck. And I might as well address the issue. Yes, Norden got banned for nothing. I mean, the Zoo engine no longer exists with the Fusion Substitute play, but even then, before people even figured out that play existed, it was still the most dominant deck. 31 out of 32 spots even then. But still, the fact that they think Norden Terratop it was just enough to stop the deck, or at least even slow it down at all, the deck is still the most powerful deck right now, and it's still dominating as much as it was before. Seriously, this is like Teledad, but on steroids. This is just insane. True Draco Zoo didn't even make it to the top eight tables, man. It's just bonkers. All 8 tops were all Zoo. And that's scary. They lost Norden. We all lost Norden. But that did nothing. Norden wasn't much of a problem back then, but it was just there so to boost the consistency. Honestly, we could have kept Norden, and probably could have just banned Trident, banned Barrage, game over. Hit Terratop, maybe Tenki. Hit Rat to 1, something. But even then, the OCG, they could still compete. I mean, I know links were a thing, but still, that's just bonkers to think about. And really, Zoo has been a problem since day one, and it hasn't stopped since. And it's still going, even with all those lost cards. They lost all those one-card plays with Terratop, with freaking, what's his face? Norden boosting their consistency by a country mile. But even then, they're the most consistent deck, and it's still going to be that way for quite a long time, because they said there's going to be no ban list until August. And that's scary to think about, having 2 more months of this nightmare. Even with links on release, it's going to be out of control, because you see plays like this. You see plays with cards like Leica to give them an instant Missus Radiance if they get a rank 4 out immediately. Pendulum Magicians included, this is just a nightmarish format to go through. Because Pendulum Magicians are a pretty good deck, but they didn't stand a chance against Zoo. Even with 3 Jokers, with 3 Wisdom Eye, 3 Pendulum Call, it does nothing. Nothing degrades their sheer dominance. And that's just a scary thing to think about, because, man, did we ever have a deck this dominant? I mean, Teledad, Zombie Teledad, that was a thing. Lightsworn didn't stand a chance. But this is nothing to Zoo, in my opinion. Because Zoo is ran as an engine in itself. And it's still topping. They've topped 31 out of 32. A deck that includes a Zoo engine in some way. I mean, except for Windwitch and Vogue, which somehow made their way in there. And another WCQ where ABCs made it with near identical results. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmarish event to go through. Watching a stream with just Zoodiac, Rapier. Summon that thing, you're instantly bored for a whole 5 minutes, maybe even 10. Then you're just hoping, oh, the other guy might have another plate, they're playing Zoo. That's very entertaining to watch, right? Very, very, very entertaining to sit through. And now that I've addressed the issue somewhat, hopefully to a good enough degree, what needs to get hit on Zoo? Honestly, they need to hit this thing before links come out, because the release for links, it's going to be littered with Zoo. And Leica making it very easy to link summon Mrs. Radiance so they can have 2 free zones and continue on with their plays, including a Trident, and including a deck also Emerald most of the time, because it can still make plays with Barrage alone, and with cards like, they go into play engine if they wanted to get into an Esther normal summon with Brilliant Fusion, get more Link monsters out, make possible multiple Firewall Dragons to get their plays going. This is me being hypothetical here, but this is very, very, very very unstable upon release, because Zoo will still be the best deck. True Dracos probably still won't stand a chance even then. It's a nightmarish thing to sit through. It's just, why? Just why? And really, the cards need to get hit. Probably not Trident. They can probably still just hit Broad Bull. They can still hit Barrage. The deck will still be probably as powerful as it is now, as dominant maybe. But I think they may drive people away. But once they see the results they may still go through, the deck still may be the most dominant. So they may need to slaughter this deck. They need to just absolutely slaughter this deck. Because the last format that Teledad had to being dominant, Skill Drain Teledad still won the entire event in a Shonen Jump event. So yeah, they probably need to get hit that hard for them to stop being played entirely. Them losing Broad Bull in the OTG may have just did it for them, but it's still a nightmarish time to go through. And I feel like that in itself, Zoo is, oh my gosh, am I really going to say it? They might take the #1 spot for my top 10 most powerful Arc 5 decks out there. Aside from the shameless plugging I just did, Zoo is just so dominant. And it doesn't like going to stop there. I mean, overall, they've taken 66% of the tops over at those WCQs, and it looks like it's not even going to stop. People are going to be driven to Zoo. They're going to run the engine. They're going to run the deck, pure variants, true Draco variants, everything. The whole smorgasbord of Zoodiac at these events. That's just how powerful the Zoo engine is. And no pure deck of Pendulum Magicians are going to stand a chance. It's nightmarish how powerful they are. They need a hit in some way before Link to come out. But if they don't, we're going to have a whole month of Zoo, and nothing but Zoo. And it's going to be a scary thought to have. So, yeah. Am I ever going to make an anti-Zoo Fluffle deck? Dude, I'm going to try to make the challenge happen. Hopefully take it to a WCQ, win the event, something. But other than that, it may not even happen. Zoo is way too powerful of an engine. And I just remembered myself saying that Zoodiac will not be a tier 0 deck back then. And I'm going to admit it right now. I am dead wrong. I am dead wrong. This deck is completely tier 0. The engine is tier 0. I am ashamed for saying it, but that's just how it is. It's tier 0, and there is no disputing it right now. So yeah, I'm completely wrong about them just being a tier 1 deck, not tier 0. They are dominating. That's an understatement. They have completely taken over the game. The other decks, they run Zoo. This is just almost zombie apocalypse level of dominating. Almost like, okay, Pendulum Magicians are a new deck at full power. But even with the deck hit as hard as Zoo, I can safely say that this is pretty much the story of David and Goliath with 3 Goliaths, no God, and no slingshot. It's that powerful. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it now. Zoo is just an incredible deck. It's borderline broken. Oh, Konami, please hit this deck, please. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, join the Forever Army, and together we will beat the meta. Or at least I'm hoping we will before the WCQs keep continuing. We find some way to beat this deck. Or else too many people will be playing it and we'll be dominated ourselves. But I still have hope that we can still do this. That we can still beat the meta. And I'm gonna hopefully be part of the spearhead that takes part in this. So, you guys subscribe, join the Forever Army, and we will beat Zoodiac together. Because they are the meta, and we're gonna beat the meta. Talk to you guys next time, and hopefully we will have a way to beat Zoo. Hopefully Konami will hit Zoo in some way. And I'll talk to you guys next time.